Hey. Hey. Okay. So everyone has struggles in life, but they don't always have to break you. Sometimes they make you. I'm sure everyone was told they can always do anything in life, but they weren't really expecting to have to forcibly act on it. So I believe my strong determination developed when I began to see the world for what it really was. So now I'm going to tell you about the first incident that made me determined. When I was in the 9th grade, my English teacher always complimented my work and said I was a good writer and everything. So she was like, next year you should go into honors English and you have the potential to do everything. And so everything went by good in the year and I got all the grades and stuff that I needed to get. And I was doing really good and everything came at ease. So when it was time for me to go and get my schedule for the next year, I was talking to everybody and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be in this class. And then you have to go back to your teacher for her to sign off an initial on it. Well, when it came for her to sign off an initial on it, she said that she wouldn't sign off on it. And I asked her why she wouldn't sign off on it, and she started yelling at me. And I didn't know why she was yelling at me, and I didn't want to say anything to her because she was yelling at me. So I went to the counselor, and when you go to the counselor, you can get a waiver to get you into the other class when you have the grade and everything else. So I got the waiver, and then I went home that day. I told my mom about what happened at school, and she immediately called the school to schedule an appointment. When she scheduled the appointment, she was talking to the principal, and everything was fine. She said the counselor was going to be in there as well. So the next Monday, when I went back to school, my teacher called me to the desk, and she was like, okay, she told me to bring my waiver with me, and I brought it with me, and she initialed off on it, and she said, tell your mom to cancel the meeting. And I was like, okay. So I went home and I told my mom about it, and my mom didn't cancel the meeting because she was mad that my teacher yelled at me, and she still didn't give me an explanation. So at the meeting, she was talking to my teacher, but my teacher wouldn't talk to her, so she had to talk to my counselor. And then my teacher, at the end of the meeting, my teacher went and apologized and said she was having a bad day and she didn't want to, something happened at her home. And my mom said, well, that shouldn't be the way you talk to a child at school because you come to school to help students and you yelled at my child for no reason. So I felt like that's something I actually had to go against somebody. That was like the first time I had to really go against somebody in school and do what I thought was best because, I mean, I felt like I was capable to go into honors English. So, yeah. And my next topic is my family. So, a lot happened with my family. Like, everybody was separated from each other. So, my family, like, told me that I couldn't do anything or I couldn't become, they told me I wasn't going to finish school and I would never get to college. So basically I turned their negativity into positivity and it made me strive harder to go to college and finish high school in a high, like, other than I could ever do. So I mean,